Let's go. Oh my God. How do I go live here? I don't want to report. I don't want to share. Oh, now I get a commercial? Okay. Okay, can you see me? On my YouTube, I just got a commercial, which makes me think maybe I'm live. Maybe I'm live. You can see me. You can see me. All right. Okay. That was weird. That was weird. Hello. Hello, everybody. That was so strange. But okay. It worked. I had to, yeah, I was trying all kinds of things, but hey, it worked. But thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me through the technical difficulties to start off the day. Yikes. Well, good luck to you, Jen, later. I hope it works for you. That was weird. That was really weird. But good morning, Jen. Good morning, Sarah Lee. Hello, Gina. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Zeus. Hello, Sunshine. Let's see who else is here. And hello, Denise. I'm strolling through the chat. All right. All right. Hello, Puggle Mom. Hi, Susan. Hi, Bethany. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Mickey. Okay, we've got gremlins in the system today. Woo, what a way to start the day. Oh my gosh. That was weird. That was really weird. But hey, here we go. And if you're just joining, yeah, that took a couple refreshes to get in here today. That was strange, but woo, it worked. Yay. All right. So this is my one and only sale today. Thank goodness. I'm exhausted now. It's only been 10 minutes. And I'm done. I'm tired. That was a lot more work than I was anticipating. Yes, I put earrings in today. It's been a while. It's been a while. So I try to I'd like to do it more often. I just don't always remember, and it just seems like it only takes like a couple minutes, but I just don't always take the time. So today I did because I need to, because you got to put the earrings in to keep the holes nice and fresh. So if you haven't seen my earrings before, thank you, Asymmetrical 80s. When I got my ears pierced, I have 6 on this side. I have 4 on this side, 3 down here and 1 up here. So those are my earrings. Yep. But yeah, I try to at least once a month, but I think it's been a couple months since I have. And a couple of them were like, but I got them in. Got them in. So yeah, I'll wear them for most of today and then I'll be good. But I'd really like to at least once a week, but it just never seems to happen. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that will be part of like my New Year's resolution. Oh, I know. It is very popular with having the multiple piercings again. So yeah, it's great seeing lots of the younger crowd doing it too. They do a lot of other things. Like I can't get this little spot in here and I don't want to do like here. So yeah, so they're doing other things that I have no interest in. Well, I had my hair down on Halloween. That's about enough. Cuz yeah, cuz it bugs me. And I don't like, to be honest, I don't like my face when my hair is down. I feel that having the down direction of my hair makes my face look saggy. So, I'm not a fan of that look. So I kind of avoid it and prefer either an updo or prefer short hair. So those are really my preferences, but thanks to the pandemic, I still have my pandemic hair, and there you go. So I need it out of my face, out of my way, so that yeah, yeah, I can think, I can concentrate and all that good stuff. Sometimes I'll wear a ponytail so that it can be down. Occasionally, I'll do a ponytail, but, um, do Yes, I do, Susan. But I have 2, and they scare people. So, I tend to keep them hidden, because I don't wanna scare anybody. And for now, we'll just leave it at that. But thank you so much for joining me. We are going to get started with the sale. Just a reminder, Wednesday, we're going to be doing the two sales on Wednesday. No, not clowns. Two sales on Wednesday. We're going to start at 11 a.m. on Jen's channel. And then we're going to do a second sale at 4 p.m. on my channel. So write it down, post it on your computer, put reminders on your phone. Come and join us tomorrow because it's going to be Jen's birthday tomorrow. So you're not going to want to miss it at all. It's going to be really, really, really fun. So yeah, and Gina, Southern Siren Vintage Gina is going to be joining us. So yeah, so you'll want to come and join us 11 a.m. tomorrow and 4 p.m. tomorrow. Those are Eastern times. All right, so today I have got some books, some coloring books, some postcards, some crafting books, some magazines, vintage magazines, and some sheet music. So I've got a little bit of everything. I had all these things in a box, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just empty out the box. Let's see what sells and what needs to go back into the box, because I'd really like to have nothing go back into the box. But we'll see. We will see what happens. So I am going to start off with some $1 books. I know, calling Doug. Although I think Doug has seen this sheet music. But we're going to start at $1. So even though this is a Seattle Seahawks playbook, this is for anyone who likes football, because it has games, puzzles, coloring pages. It doesn't have to be necessarily just for Seattle Seahawks fans, but yeah, it's got all kinds of little games in here. So anyone who enjoys football is going to enjoy this book. Oh, nice, Mickey. Nice. Well, yeah, it does have football players, but we've got cheerleaders, a draw it page. So this one, word find, but so it's full of all kinds of games in here, and it has an answer sheet. So it's got an answer sheet in here, and yeah. So this one is just $1. And I will be doing a speed round at the end for all of the things that are still available. This one, if anybody is wondering, this one came out in 1992. 1992. All right. So let's see. I need some place to put those. All right. Also, for $1, I have the Silk Ribbon Angels. So this teaches you how to make these really pretty roses and flowers out of silk ribbon. And then also how to make these angels. That's right. Born to be wild. And here how they took a little, like, a little cherub, maybe a brooch, maybe a little pin, and then they turned it into a little silk ribbon angel. On the back here, we've got a bigger silk ribbon angel. And that one with the cute little French knots. So we've got all the materials you're going to need to make them, how to do all of the little stitches for these projects, and then their ideas for making pendants and earrings. And then we've got like the larger pieces. So yep, $1 on how to make the silk ribbon angels and the roses. It's actually the roses and the angels is really what they're teaching you how to do in here. And you can see once you get the basics, well, you can practically go right into doing silk ribbon fairies and and all kinds of things. So there it is. Silk ribbon angels, $1. Okay, one more at $1, and it is for an adopted child, adoptive parents. It does have a spot in here, 2 spots actually, where it does say Wendy. And then in here, it does have the full name. But that can be reworked into something else for someone else who has an adoptive child or going to. But it does talk about, all about mom, all about dad, how we met, how they married, their honeymoon, adoption day. And then it goes into kind of the baby parts or the toddler parts, whichever, birthdays, school days, all that good stuff. So it's a family album, but for an adoptive child. And it's got all kinds of spots where you can fill in your family history. So a really nice, could be still a really nice gift for someone who's going to adopt, or something you can partially fill in for someone who is going to. So yeah, but then it just turns into kind of the traditional kids book, baby book with all kinds of firsts and school days and all that good stuff. So that one is $1. All right, then we're going to go up to a $2 start. And I have a 2-volume set of The Far Pavilions. So I do know this was a mini series back in the days when network TV did those fun mini series. This was one of the ones that they did. I can't tell you a whole lot about it other than I think it's British people living in like 19th century India and everything that goes on. These are thick volumes. Each one has, let's see, about 500 and some pages. So yeah, it's a little over 1,000 pages. 2 hardback books. And so they are $2. I think this one had Richard Chamberlain in it. So the Far Pavilion, and that is $2. You get both books. Not going to split up the set. 2 volumes on that one. Oh, my nose is running. Maybe that was what was interfering with my internet. It was my runny nose. Okay, this book is, let's see, is this an antique? This is an antique book. So it is called Successful Patents. And yeah, it is all about getting a patent. So a complete treatise on the protection of ideas by patents, trademarks, designs, and copyrights. Originally from 1910, this is a completely revised and copyrighted edition from 1923. It does have a little, this actually isn't taken away from it. It's actually on top of, so something is glued on top of the book. So the book is underneath here. This is just something that's glued on top. So it's not a very big book. There is the author, but in it you'll find probably still, I mean, how much has changed? Probably not a lot, but it does go through the process of getting ideas and how to get your copyright and patents and what you need to do. So if you have any inventors, this is an antique book. It is 100 years old, still in great condition, and just fun to see what things were like 100 years ago. So that one is $2. All right, then I've got some postcards, some vintage postcards. Oops, and I know that there's some loose ones. There they are, loose ones in here. And Denise is going to take the patent book. I think so, because I just started talking about the postcards. So I think that one is going to Denise. Thank you, Denise. And let me get my going once, going twice. Oops. There we go. And sold to Denise. Thank you. Okay, this one is The Grotto. Hi, Thomas. Greetings from The Grotto in Portland, Oregon, the sanctuary of our sorrowful mother. And it says this was established in 1924, and it is on 60 acres. And I think, are 2 of these postcards kind of the same? Nope, I think that they're a little different. So it does come with these that aren't part of the book. So they're doing Mass, So I guess it is a church if you're doing mass there. There we go. Offered, oh, during the summer months. Well, that makes sense because it does get a little cold and rainy. And then there is this. Let's see. This one says, oops, St. Philip's Retreat. And so I'll go through and show these of the area. So this postcard book, $2. And it is of the grotto in Portland. So you get the postcard book plus the 2 additional postcards. Okay, I've got, this is the one and only set of sheet music. So you are going to get 2 from movies. 2 from movies. This one is Joan Crawford. All I Do Is Dream of You from Sadie McGee. And then this one is In the Middle of a Kiss. And this is from College Scandal. And I think these are both from the 1930s. 1935 on this one. And this one is, ooh, don't know. Oh. I cannot read that. I think it says 34. So it might be 1934 and 35. Yeah, 34. Hi, Janine. So 1934, 1935. And we've got Janine in. And on the back of this one, you get Bing Crosby and Maurice Chevalier. All right. Well, we will count that down for Janine. Oh, M. Bates. Hello there. Hello there. So we have M. Bates at 3 and Janine at 4. So 2 fun pieces of sheet music from the 1930s and in good condition. A little before the no wire hanger days. Or who knows, maybe that's when she started with the no wire hangers. But this one, yeah, this one is in pretty good condition. It does have a little bit of wear on it. It was probably used a few times. This one, I don't know. I don't think this one was hardly even touched. It is in really nice condition. Thank you, M. Bates. And we will count that down for Janine. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Janine. Thank you, Janine. Thank you, M. Bates. Okay, next book is going to start at $2. Party costumes for kids. So this could be Halloween. It could be just fun dress up. It could be just a themed party, maybe a birthday party or just a summertime party, Or if you want to have just costumes in a trunk for kids to play dress up, there are some really, really cute costumes in here. And pretty easy to follow instructions in here. Little girl's Cleopatra costume. And it does give you some general sewing techniques. And then it starts off with a Polynesian girl. Again, really pretty easy costumes to make. Little pirate. And it tells you everything you'll need in order to make the costume and how to do like a little template for size. We've got a little ballerina. There's that little hoedown gal. But easy again, really good instructions for getting it to fit. Where we got? Oh, yes, the saloon girl. Gotta have the saloon girl if you have the hoedown girl. Let's see. Oh, there's a little queen. So yeah, really fun. Kids parties, kids Halloween. Again, just for fun dress up. Look at that. And let's see, who else is in here? Let's see, we already showed Cleopatra. Oh, a little flower fairy. She's cute. Let's see. A very fancy little Dracula. So this is $2. And again, it gets you everything you need for the costume and how to size it and make it. All right. Then we're going to go up to $3. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. All right, I have an old recipe booklet. This one is from Mazola. It's called the Salad Bowl. It's in the shape of a salad bowl. But this is a recipe book full of salad recipes. No surprise there. When Mazola oil used to come in a little can. But all kinds of traditional salad recipes. They've got potato salad, fruit salads. Oh, that's done with artichoke. Oh, that's clever. You see, they did all the little artichoke leaves around. That's cute. Thank you, Janine. I see you. There's another fruit salad. But yeah, there's actually, it doesn't have a number of pages, but it's pretty thick with salads. Oh, I think there's some Jello salads. There's a that chicken salad. Grand Slam salad. Ooh. And we've got, oh, Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Sherry came in and Sherry is at 6. Grandfather's egg salad. Let's see, what makes that special? Well, you got Mazola in it, of course. Pepper. Oh, Worcestershire sauce and an egg salad. Ooh, that's different. And Sherry is at 8. That's going to give it a little zip. Vinegar, salt, pepper, and Worcestershire. That is very different. A tomato jello ring. Ooh, yummy. Actually, being tomato, it probably wouldn't be too bad. Tomato mayonnaise. Oh, a Christmas wreath salad. That would be pretty. See, this one is the cranberry heart salad made with Jello. But Jello and cranberries would go nice together. That could be something fun that could work for Thanksgiving. And thank you, Sherry. I see that you're out. So we will count that down for Janine. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Janine. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, this one doesn't have a year on it. But I am going to think it's got to be from at least the 70s, if not earlier. Or does it have a year? No. No year on it. It is a little 13-page booklet, or probably 14-page booklet, including the cover, on crafts you can make with a Clorox bleach bottle. Because, we waste nothing, right? You can make little crafts with it, including a baby crib, a piggy bank. So it also uses the smaller one, not the gallon bottle, but the smaller bottle also. So yeah, you can make this little Clorabelle doll, the little Clorox piggy bank. Wastebasket for seedlings. You can use that in the springtime. A soap dish for potted plants. You can make it with a lid so you can store your buttons or other crafts in there. A cookie cutter, a pin cushion. Thank you, M. Bates. A squeeze bottle for your clothes, or a little caddy. I kind of like the caddy idea. I think that's pretty clever, cutting it off, leaving the handle there, and having that as a caddy. Yeah, that's pretty smart. We've got a funnel, and then you can use it as a bag, like a little beach bag or diaper bag, a scoop. Let's see, a little birdhouse, a toy, the ball catcher, a megaphone. Use it for bowling pins. And then there is the little doll you can make. And she is really cute. We've got a doll cradle, a shovel, a toy shovel. Yeah, not going to get any rocks out of the ground with that one. The ring toss game, a little covered wagon toy. That one is cute. And then we've got, masks. You can make masks and a Santa. So yeah, super fun book, but yeah, all kinds of vintage goodness with that one. And we will count that down for M. Bates. So going once, going twice. And sold. Thank you. Okay, next up, you are going to get all 4 of these for $3. They are little, like kind of a magazine, but it's kind of small, like 8 pages. I think they're all 8 pages. Yeah, each one 8 pages. They're from 1958, all of them, and they're called The Mirror. And I think it might be out of England. Nope, that says California. Nope. Yes, I have my favorite restricted number calling me. So nice. So nice. Hi, Jolita. So this one has Loretta Young on the cover. This one has Ann Baxter. We've got Mrs. Jean Raymond, and then there is a little article about them on the inside. And Conrad Hilton. And then it has some little stories, some positions in here. This one is a refresher course for, oh, it doesn't say. Oh, when you have figure problems. Now, I think that they're like supposed to do with posture and stuff. It's a little odd. But it's 1958, you know? But yeah, so little articles in here. And then mostly it's just with Hilton, Mrs. Jean Raymond. You've got Ann Baxter. I don't think there's any more pictures of her inside here. I think it's just, yeah, so this is the article with her. Guest editor that month. And then this one is Loretta Young. So you're going to get all 4 of them for $3. All right. Also for $3, I have a book on Russian icons. So these would be pictures and art, but also pictures that they probably found in some churches. And hi, Mary Ellen. You would like the 4 magazines, or sorry, because you came in right as I was transitioning. So let me know if it was for mirror or if it was for the icons. But this book is in mostly Russian, but there is some English in it. And for the mirror, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mary Ellen. So it's got beautiful pictures in the front here. Most of the front part is in Russian. But then when you get to the back where they talk a little more about each of the pictures, there is a column that is in English. Hello, Donna. So yeah, really beautiful image is in here. And then this is the part where you're kind of matching up the picture in the back to get a little more information about it. And that's where you'll find the English part in there. And we've got Janine in. Thank you, Janine. Yeah, the pictures in here, again, because they're depicting actual art. But you'd have to look, in the back. Hi, Jane, to see which ones are in churches, which ones are in museums, but absolutely beautiful art. And we've got Sherry at 4. Yeah, I have some, it's by a company called Darwin, which is somewhere up in my area, and they do raw food. Um, and I have some of the chicken that they do because Gracie likes it. Not all the time, but I kind of use it if she starts getting tired of the flavors that she likes and she won't eat anything. I have a bunch, you keep them in the freezer and then you thaw them. And so I'll do that, like once or twice a month or so when she's kind of like going, I don't like anything, kind of like a palate cleanser and kind of gets her back eating again. But it's interesting because they put tomatoes in it too, which I think she likes tomatoes. Um, so yeah, so it's interesting, but it is kind of it's their prep of raw chicken for cats, but then it does have some other stuff in it too. But yeah, she really enjoys it from time to time. And thank you, Janine. I see that you're out, and we've got Sherry in at 6. And I am going to count that down. So going once, going twice, and sold to Sherry. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if they do. I think they just do cat food, and they do, I think it's just chicken and turkey. We've tried the turkey, but it's not really a hit. And Joe and Faye really aren't interested at all in it. It's just a thing kind of just for Gracie. Um, but it's like I get an order probably once a year, and then it lasts, for that whole year. So it's good to have, every once in a while. These guys don't care as much about variety of things. And Faye's a nibbler, and she'll nibble just about anything. She doesn't care. She's like, oh, that's the flavor today. Okay, I'll have some. But Gracie being so picky with what she eats, that every once in a while I just kind of throw it in to mix things up a little bit. All right, I've got a kid's book next, and this is going to start at $3. And it is The 5 Little Peppers and How They Grew. This book is from, look at those cute illustrations, a little white picket fence. And there are the 5 little peppers. So it does have black and white and color pages. The story is originally from 1963, but this is the 1978 printing. And it is a hardcover book, and it's got a lot of pages. So it's a long story. So good if you are reading a story to a younger kid, but an older kid who's ready to tackle a bigger story. This one's really fun. Again, it's got all those great graphics in there. Color and black and white. I don't know if the pages are numbered. Oh, 60 pages. So there are 60 pages in here. And it's kind of broken up. Like this is one story. And then I think this one, then it starts again over here. So that one's just like a 3-page story. So it's a little easier to read. Thank you, M. Bates. The way that they have it broken up. So you don't have to sit down and read like the whole thing. So like here's another one that starts The Big Black Witch. Oh, the Big Black Witch, which is the stove. Oh, kind of like that stove that Jen had last night in her sale. And then that one goes on. There's 3 pages. Oh no, there she is. There's the witch. Ah. So yeah, that one's just 3. So it looks like each of these little stories within the story, just 3 pages. So nice and fun, easy read. And we'll count that down for M. Bates. So going once, going twice. Yeah, it does look like that same stove. And sold to M. Bates. I still can't imagine cooking on that thing. That blows my mind. I just I couldn't I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. All right, a crafting book. This one is going to start at $3, and it is How to Paint on China. Great winter project. Learn how to paint all those beautiful florals. Love finding these on plates. You can see we've got it on a pitcher. They've got it on bowls. But this is how I don't like to cook. I mean, I can cook, but I just don't have time to cook. So I just don't make time to cook. But here it is, painting on China. So if you are lucky enough to maybe have some China, just some blanks, or you're interested, it does teach you all about how, what paints to use, techniques to use. And then it's got all of the illustrations and then mixing colors. That's important. Knowing what colors to put on things. So yeah, so it's got a nice guide for that. And then all the tools to use, your paint brushes, and it looks like a little knife, a crafting knife. Ooh, Jen, did you know there was a crafting knife? We've got brushes, lots of brushes in there. Because sometimes the designs on there look like they use just teeny, 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 tiny brushes. And then it looks like we've got a chapter on luster. I don't know if that's painting on lusterware or to create it. How to etch china. Ooh, that's cool. And it's got some examples here. So fun winter project. Jen doesn't need to know how to paint anything. She's got frangos. She's good. Yeah, so here we go with the techniques. And I like the way that they show you step by step how to do this. But these how-to books, they're awesome. They are really, really great. Oh, we've got Janine at 6. And then, oh, look at this. We're getting very into some modern art here. Very contemporary looking now. I don't think that this had a date on it, though. But it's got to be late 50s, early 60s. Ooh, these are fun designs. Look at that. So pretty. With nice bright colors. Ooh, that would be awesome. And then it does teach you like little pictures, your plates, coffee mugs, teacups and saucers, and then some tiles. Tiles are good. I was still looking for a date. It's made in the USA. And I do see that Sherry is out. Thank you, Sherry. And we'll go ahead and count that down for Janine. So going once. Going twice. And sold to Janine. Thank you. All right. We are So, Marcy, a Frango is a chocolate mint candy. They make them in squares, like little bite-sized squares. Um, they were originally started in Seattle, which is why I talk about them all the time, at a department store called Frederick and Nelson. The recipe was purchased by Marshall Fields, and you can get them from time to time at Macy's also. Um, but they do make them now with the little small ones in a boxed set, so you can get them boxed. And yeah, they're very, very rich, very minty, very creamy, but just really, really nice, nice little chocolates. And so, yeah, so since Jen's birthday is tomorrow, I sent her a box for her birthday. Plus, it's a good time of year because it's not like 120 degrees in Texas where they could end up accidentally melting, which we wouldn't want that. We wouldn't want that at all. Um, but yeah, they're really, really yummy. So that's right. Another thing to crave. Oh, all right. Next book I have is also a children's book. It's going to start at $5, but it does have a little damage on the cover right here. So a little bit of damage, but it is the Big, Big Favorite Stories book. And it has actually two sets of stories in here. Let me see where it, nope, that's still. So the first part is all dog stories. All stories about awesome dogs. And there are several stories in here. So this half of the book right here is all dog stories. This half of the book is Black Beauty. So that is a horse story, and it does have several illustrations in here for the story of Black Beauty. So you can see lots of illustrations. And then in the front part, it is all dog stories. So let me open this up. And you can see that little bit of damage right there. Oh, don't we have? I thought we had an index. No, well, this book is the fourth printing. It was copyright in 1942, 44, 45, and 46. And this is a Whitman book. So it is a Whitman book. It doesn't have a index in it, though. But the wording is a little bigger for younger readers. But again, this is all, the first half of this is all dog stories. Again, there are really nice illustrations in here. And I think that there's close to 300 pages in here total. So 1946. So it's almost 80 years old. And it's still around. Just a little bit of damage on it. So again, all of these wonderful dog stories in the front, and then Black Beauty in the back of the book. And it's got a little circus theme there. So that is $5 for that book, and it's a big one. It is really big. Oops. It goes over there. All right, another $5 book. Let's see. This one came out in, Ah, 1928. Wow. Okay. So this is the book, Granny's Wonderful Chair. It came out in 1928, but it was gifted in 1940 to Dorothy from Mom and Daddy. And it looks like it is a collection of stories. So we have the Christmas. Oh, I'm not even going to try to read those. So here's Granny's Wonderful Chair. So 1928, we got a little crayon action happening there. I think that's the only crayon, though. I don't remember seeing any other crayons. Oh, we got a folded page. Let's unfold that. But lots of illustrations in here. And let's see how many pages. 200 and, oh, that's about the author. Okay. I was going to say, oh no, but we lost the ending. Nope, it's just about the author. Part of the about the author page is missing, but the ending of the book is there. Yep. Oh, it looks like there might be little fairies in here. So little fairies in there also. So $5 for Granny's Wonderful Chair. Okay. The next two books have to do with World War I. So they're a little bit of a heavy read, not gonna lie. This one is the Schleifen plan, but it does have to do with World War, I think it's World War I. Yeah. So it kind of has to deal with, let's see, the Schleifen plan is, I think it was Germany's attempt to kind of take over everything, but I don't think it worked. This book was published in 1958, and this book sells for a lot, or kind of. I think the only other one I saw maybe was listed for a lot, and I just didn't think it needed to be listed for that much. Thank you, Denise. But yeah, it starts back in 1905. And then I think it kind of goes up through the start of World War I think is how it goes. But there are, let's see if there are maps in here. Nope, just a lot of words. Some pretty heavy duty reading with this one. Yeah, not a lot of wording in here. So good for an evening, for a stormy, icky evening. And you need a little heavy duty reading. So thank you, Denise. I am going to count you down for that one. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Denise. Thank you. The next one is a little more of a visual book, but it is also a World War I book. War Flying in Macedonia. It's got a protective sleeve on it like you find at a library, but I don't think I found that it doesn't have stuff like it was a library book, no checkout or anything like that. But in this book, you are going to follow, ooh, I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to pronounce his name. Hapt Hademark. You're going to follow him as he is flying in World War I in Macedonia. It says it's dedicated to our former Bulgarian and Turkish allies and all old comrades, and to our former English opponents and new comradeship. Oh, did I say when this book came out? Hang on, let me find that. It was published in London. Nope, that doesn't say a date. Nope, no date. No date at all, but it does have some interesting chapters in here, and it does have a lot of photographs in here also. Let me find some of those. So yeah, it does actually have photographs. I mean, it is a war book. It does have some pictures, like drawn pictures. But airplane crashes, because, you know, it was war. Oh, that's a fresco. Okay, I was going to say that's not a picture, but that's a picture of a fresco. So this book has about almost 200 pages in it. And and some aerial pictures. So we've got them above the clouds flying. And there's below the clouds. And there's a map back here. Let me open that up, maybe. There we go. So you've got a map back here that kind of shows where they were at. So World War I flying book, war flying in Macedonia. All right, next book is like a history book. It is The Scramble for Africa. And basically it's how Europe divided Africa amongst themselves from 1876 to 1912. So about that, was that a 50-year, almost a 50-year period, kind of up until World War I, when they were just a little busy fighting in World War I, which Africa was kind of I think that was a part of that. So yeah, this is a thick book. Lots of pictures in here. And again, it talks a lot about just how Europe came down and who kind of took what and why and all that stuff. And this is from 1876 until 1912. And so you can see lots of pictures of the fellas involved. And a lot of this would be involving South Africa also. Let's see. Got some pictures. So this one has a lot of pages. 738 pages. 700 pages. Yep. So there you go. How Europe divided up Africa from 1876 to 1912. Hello, Cindy. Okay. So we are going to get into some of the magazines I have now. And this one is going to start at $5, and it's Elvis. So if you saw from one of my haul videos that I picked up a whole bunch of Elvis from a collector. So I've got to start bringing some of the Elvis goodies. So this is Reminisce magazine. And hi, Sharon. This is the June, July 2014. And let's see, this is from a 1957 concert in Miami. Let's see, where's Elvis? Where is Elvis? On the cover, but you're not going to tell me where. Oh, my goodness. Fine. I will find. Oh, my gosh. This has got all kinds of fun stuff in it. Oh, we've got Sharon at 9. Let's see if I can quickly find the Elvis stuff, but it's got some other really good stuff in here. And it looks like, being the July issue, that it does have some tributes to the soldiers for 4th of July. And, oh, drive in. Oh, here we go. Right in the center there. So we've got Elvis. And then all kinds of stuff. Got a little bit of the Rolling Stones in here. Oh, you heard that's where he's at now. Oh, that's great. All right. Well, we've got Sharon at 9. And let's see right here. So thank you very much, Sharon and Sherry. And I am going to count that down. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sherry. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? To go into a Burger King and have Elvis take your order. Okay, I've got another one. This one is a vintage magazine. Oh gosh, what is the year on this one? August 1978. So August 1978, photo play. A Year of Sorrow. Oh. So this is after his passing. And this one is going to start at $5. I know, isn't it interesting how people are always spotting him? Let's see, where is he? 48. There we go. 1 year without Elvis. And that's from his dad. So lots of nice photos with him and his dad. And some more photos. And oh, that looks like that is the main part of the Elvis article. And I've got Sharon in for 5, and we will count that down. Going once, going twice, and sold to Sharon. Thank you. All right, so if there's any Princess Diana fans out there, I have 2. These are going to be 2 for $5. They are royalty magazines. These are both from 1989. So it does have other royals in here, but it does also feature a lot of Princess Diana. So 2 royalty magazines, 1989 with Princess Diana. Again, it does have some other royals in here, but she is nicely featured in here. So there is one of them. And then here we've got, let's see, Harry and Beatrice. Isn't Beatrice the one who just got married? And we've got, oh, the Queen Mum right there. So you're going to get both of these for $5. These 2 royalty magazines. All right. Well, I've got 2 more that are also going to be $5 for the pair. These ones are 1990 and 1991. Oh, and Sharon is in for the first ones. So thank you, Sharon. So going once, going twice, and sold to Sharon. Thank you. So this one, okay, this one is the 1991. So you're going to get 2 more royalty, 1990, 1991. This one though, oh my goodness. It says Charles and Diana plan for the next 10 years. No. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But these also have great pictures of Diana plus other royals. But lots of pictures of Diana in here. So that's 1991. This one is 1990. And you're going to get both of those for 5. Thank you, Sharon. And we'll count those down. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Sharon. Thank you. Okay, another Princess Diana. This one's going to be $5. It's by Reader's Digest. This came out after her passing as a tribute. It is a nice thick magazine. It has thicker plastic covers on it, and it's got pretty much all the great pictures of her in it. All the way up to her funeral procession. And it has 110 pages in it. So a really nice tribute, but starts off in her childhood and goes right up to the engagement and the wedding. And then great pictures of her life. And that one is $5. And then I have 3 magazines. So these are also Princess Diana. But this one, you're going to get Woman's World. You're going to get Majesty. And I don't know the dates on these, but I would imagine probably early 90s. Oh, this one's 82. And then you're going to get a Life magazine from 1982, December 1982. So you're going to get all 3 of those magazines. This one also has Goldie Hawn in it. And this is a really big Life magazine. So you're going to get that one. And the Majesty, which is a little thinner, but still nice pictures of Diana in here. And then you're going to get Woman's World. So all 3 of those, $5. Okay, and then for something a little different, these are 3 French hairdressing magazines. They are from the early 80s. Does it say a date? Oh, it must be around maybe 85. Yeah, there's a couple 85s in here. So from 1985, French hairdressing magazines. And inside here, even though it is in French, you can kind of figure out what's going on. And some really fun hairdos and fun techniques. And it does show you how to do the haircuts in there. So you're going to get all 3 of these for $5. All right. Also for $5, we've got Flying Over Holland. So a picture book, Flying Over Holland. Let's see. This one is from 1979. And I'll see if I can fan this a little bit to get to, there we go, to get to the images. Some are in color, some are in black and white. And it's all Flying Over Holland. And that one is $5. So very beautiful and picturesque. All right. So Flying Over Holland, $5. Also for $5, Scenes of the World to Come. This is kind of like a really good one for somebody who's interested in like engineering. It is from, this is like an exhibit that was going on, European Architecture and the American Challenge, 1893 to 1960. And it's got really cool graphics, but it also has a lot about architecture and engineering in here. So that one is $5. You can see lots of buildings, and you can see some of the specs and designs for them and how the concept art. So yeah, this one has, let's see, 222 pages. All right. Let's see. Next up, this is also $5. We have the movie musical From Vitaphone to 42nd Street. So there was a magazine out called the Great Fan Magazine. And what this book does is it takes all of those magazines and it puts them all together here. This book, let me see if I can find out when this book came out. It's a thick book. It's a really thick book. It came out in 1975, and it has 367 pages in it. But it starts off in like the 1926 to 1928. And then you get all of the editions of the magazine in here from those years, all the ads they had, all the stories they did. And then it goes up through the decades from 1926. So if you're a fan of movies, like the silent movies, then it goes into the 1930s here. You can see it's got a lot of great pictures. So again, if you are a fan of those early movies, you're probably going to find a lot of content in here. And then I don't remember if it goes into the 1940s. I think it stops. Let's see, we just went into 1931. So we don't go too far past the early 30s in here. But yeah, it's got a lot of great stuff. Oh, we've got Sharon up to 9 on this one. We just went into another date. Let me backtrack a second and go into see what that one was. Oh, we're still 1930. 1933. Oh, I see. And then we're up to 42nd Street in 1933. So yeah, really interesting. And so they took all the magazines and put them together in one book so that you could have a copy of all the magazines. And we've got Sharon at 9. And Sherry is out, so we will count that down for Sharon. Going once, going twice, and sold to Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, I've got a crafting book. This is going to start at $5. And it kind of specializes on a few specific crafts. So it's not a big general crafting, although it probably hits on a lot of areas in the specific crafting that it covers. But it is rubber stamping, wreaths, decorative painting, and mosaics is really what is the focus here. So stamping, painting, wreaths, and mosaics. This is a very large book, 312 pages. And I will try to thumb through here and show that it starts off with the stamping. Let me move that. So you get a lot of how to work with rubber stamping, how to color things in. And then it goes into decorative painting. And then it goes into mosaics. Got little templates for things. And then it goes into wreaths and all different kinds of wreaths, different seasonal wreaths. So that one, stamping, painting, mosaics, and wreaths. And that is $5. All right, then we're going to go into an $8 book. And it is by, I think, yeah, Reader's Digest on this one. And it's another big one. I'm getting a workout today. Our Glorious Century. And I'm going to take the dust jacket off here because it's already, shows a little wear. And I don't want to make it any worse by showing off this thick book. But yeah, this is going to start with all of the events throughout the century and all the people. You can see it's got great pictures in here. But all the 20th century, all of the main events and people. Yeah, so many things. Yeah, it's just got a little bit of everything, and it takes it decade by decade. This came out, I think, in the 90s, so you don't get the whole 90s, but you get a lot of it. You get a lot of what happened. But yeah, and then you get a big index in the back so you can find everything. So that one is $8. Get the dust jacket back on here. So again, I don't ruin it. Okay. Next up for $8 is a reprint of the 1897 Sears Roebuck catalog. So this came out in the 1970s. But it is a reprint of everything that was in the Sears catalog. And I mean, it had everything. There isn't anything you couldn't think of that Sears didn't carry. It is incredible. So you get all of the 1897 items. And what's fun about this is as you go through it, you find, oh, there's those stoves again. You find things like little things, little tools, little pieces, and you're like, oh, I've seen those. I never knew that's what it was. $8. $8 on this one, M. Bates. But it has everything. I mean, Sears used to sell everything you needed for the household. It's incredible. And so this is a reprint of the original catalog, but it's fantastic to go through and look at the pictures of things and see how many things you recognize and never knew what they were for. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible, the stuff that is in here. And in fact, I've got, where did those silver things go? Those little silver baskets. I've got one sitting up on my counter. And yeah, so now I can go through and go, oh, that is probably, oh, I can't even read that. The print is really small. But yeah, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Everything that they used to sell. So thank you, M. Bates. I am going to count that down. Going once. Going twice. And sold to M. Bates because it's getting a little heavy. Not gonna lie. It's getting heavy. All right, I've got a cookbook next. This is going to start at $8. It is a beautiful cookbook. So if you like, it's called Italian Slow and Savory. It has, let me see how many pages this has. Ooh, I can't read that. 270, must be three. Is it 300? 200. Okay, it's about 280 pages in here. All Italian cooking. And it's got beautiful pictures in here also. So a wonderful Italian cookbook. Great pictures of Italy in here, plus the recipes, plus the pictures of the recipes. About 280 pages in here. And Bethany, yes, I will put you down for the craft book. Thank you. So this book, you not only get the recipes, but you get pictures of the recipes and pictures of Italy. So that is a beautiful book. Oh, that there. Okay. Next up, I have got the, oh, nope, this one. Okay. I've got the crazy Canadian coloring book. This is going to start at $8. I don't know when this came out, but I'm thinking 60s because that's kind of when this grouping came out. You may have already seen part of this one, but this has got the strangest pictures I have ever seen in my life in a coloring book. And Sherry, are you in for the coloring book or for the cookbook? I just want to clarify. So this one, I'm going to show you some of the strange ones. The book from Italy. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah. So here you go. Take me to your leader. Talking to worms. It has some standard pictures in here, but a tomato with fuzzy slippers and legs. Thank you, Sherry. Here is a clock with duck legs. I mean, this coloring book, it's trippy. It is really trippy from some of the crazy pictures it's got on it. Looking for breakfast. I don't even know what kind of bird that's supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, these are just so crazy. Here we go. Round peg in round hole. And this one's crying. I don't know what child is going to enjoy coloring this in full bloom. It's dandelions in full bloom. This is the craziest coloring book I have ever seen. That one is $8. Now, in contrast, I have another coloring book, which is one of the best ones that I have ever seen. This is truly one of the best coloring books ever. It's going to start at $8. It's a Western publishing from 1957. And the pictures in here are really good. Really nice pictures in here. This one is a great coloring book. Really detailed. 1950, what did I say, 57, and it is not colored in at all. Look at those great pictures. Yeah, if you are a fan of coloring books, this is truly one of the best ones out there. So that's just a little sampling of them. But this one is pretty awesome. And that is $8, uncolored, 1957. Yeah, 1957. Okay, I've got another World War I book. This one is a really cool one for the aviation fan. And I mean anybody who likes airplanes. You don't even have to like World War I airplanes. But this one has every single airplane that the Royal Flying Corps out of England made during World War I. And it gets into specifics about the engine and the wingspan and everything about it. But it goes in alphabetical order, every single airplane that they created. So here's one of them. So it goes into the history. You get a picture of it. They've got a picture of every single airplane also. More specifics, more pictures of it. More pictures, and then here's where they get into the absolute specifics about the airplane. Now, this book is pretty popular, and it does sell for around $20 on eBay, but for you guys, I'll sell it to you $8. Otherwise, it will go up on eBay, but yeah, it's saved me the work. And Bethany is in. I'm going to hope it's for the airplane, but if it's for the coloring book, let me know. But otherwise, I am going to put your name on it and count it down. So going once, going twice, and sold to Bethany. Thank you, Bethany. Got it. Thank you. All right. Because I also had some postcards. I've got some of the antique Christmas postcards. There are 9 of them in this lot, and it is going to start at $12. And I'm going to show all 9 of them. I have 2 lots. So this is lot A. So again, there are 9 antique postcards. There's one. They are all in protective sleeves. Number 2, 3, 4. There we go. 5. Here is number 6. 7. 8. And 9. So there is all 9 of the Christmas postcards. And all 9 of them are $12. And Jan is in for this lot. Thank you, Jan. Going once, going twice. And sold to Jan. Thank you. Okay, I've got another lot. It's going to start, there are 9 of them, going to start at $12. There is one. Oh, she's cute. 2, 3, 4 with the mistletoe. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And Sherry, yeah, let me know, Sherry, what the 8 is for. If it's for the postcards, they are $12 for the postcards. But if it's for something else, just let me know. There. Oh, that's all right. That's all right, Sherry. Not a problem. So that's set $12, and there are 9 of them in there. Okay, I've got another $12 item. Now, I haven't brought one of her pieces of art to a sale in a while because I just haven't had a chance to find any. But Jody Bergsma is one of my favorite Western Washington artists. And this is a book that she did on fairies. And it did win a Book of the Year award on the year that it came out, which let me double check. I don't think it says on there. But she is an illustrator. She is an artist, and her illustrations are gorgeous. So that is the front cover of the book, and you can see the beautiful illustrations. Let me see what year this book came out. It came out in 2002. So the book came out 2002, and it has 30, looks like about 40 pages in it. And the illustrations are gorgeous. If you love fairies, fantasy, Her illustrations are so beautiful. And if you're not familiar with her work, I feel like there's another page in here. Well, maybe not. This is a great introduction to her work, but it is so beautiful. And there is a story in here also, but I mean, these illustrations are really the highlights of the story. So this book with the 40 pages is $12. All right, I'll show you one more, and then that is it. You gotta get the book to see the rest of these beautiful illustrations. All right, so there you go. Okay, we're finally there. My last item of the sale before we do the speed round. This is going to start at $20. And it is a fun piece for anybody who likes tarot cards. This is in great condition and absolutely could be given as a gift this holiday season. So it is called the Lover's Tarot. And in here, you are going to get very large tarot cards and a book on how to read the tarot cards. So let me get that out of here. So here is the book. It is in beautiful condition. This came out in 1992. And so there is the book on how to read all of the tarot cards. And then these tarot cards are so big that you could pretty much even frame them if you wanted to. Even if you weren't interested in reading the tarot cards, they are gorgeous. But they are large. I'll get the measurement on them, but they are just little works of art. They are 9 by 5. So they are really big cards, 9 by 5. And I'll show you some of them. But absolutely beautiful works of art. And this whole set is $20. Very like Renaissance looking. Again, if you have someone who is interested in tarot cards, this could be an absolutely wonderful gift. And so that set is $20. And then we get it back in here. So then it closes and it has the little tie that you can tie it shut. All right. So that is one time through everything. So I am going to get all of this set back up and we will do the speed round. There and these. Okay. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. Remember, I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. with Jen and Gina from Southern Siren Vintage. Okay. So up first for $1, is the Seattle Seahawks playbook. You don't have to necessarily be a fan of Seattle. It does have just some really fun coloring pages and games to play about football. And this is going to be $1. $1, and it is number 1. Next up is silk ribbon angels. So how to make the silk ribbon angels and the little flowers out of silk ribbon. You can make ornaments and earrings and pillows. All instructions in the little booklet here. This is $1, number 2. $1, number 2. This is a book about adoption. It does have 2 spots that have a name written in it, but you could get those out pretty easily or put something on top. But it is a way of creating memories of not just the child, but also of the parents. So it does have, how they met, their honeymoon, about dad, about mom, all that good stuff. Thank you, Bethany. I've got you for number 2. And this is $1, number 3. $1, number 3 for adoption. Next, I have The Far Pavilion. Yep, it's about 1,100 pages of reading about British in India. It was a mini series, I think, with Richard Chamberlain. This set is $2, number 4. $2, number 4. Okay, Faye ran away, which makes me think somebody might be coming to the door, which I hope it's not the mail carrier because I'm not ready yet. Oh, maybe it was just somebody dropping off a package. I think my Chewy order's coming today. Jane, thank you. I've got you for The Far Pavilion. Thank you. Okay, the postcards for the Grotto in Portland, Oregon, which is a church. So a little postcard book plus 2 bonus postcards. That is $2, number 6. $2, number 6. And then we've got party costumes for kids. How to make all of these wonderful costumes for kids, how the materials you need, how to cut them out and fit them for kids. This is $2, number 8. $2, number 8. Then the 1946 big favorite stories. The first part is all dog stories. The second part is Black Beauty, which is a horse story. It's about 300 pages in here, I think, close to, or at least 250 pages. A little bit of damage on the front. This is $5, number 15. $5, number 15. Granny's Wonderful Chair from 1927. It was gifted in 1940. A little bigger print, so it is for a younger reader. It does have some pictures in here also. This is $5, number 16. $5, number 16. World War I book, War Flying in Macedonia. Lots of pictures in this one. Lots of pictures, but it is a pilot's account of war flying over Macedonia in the World War I. This is $5, number 18. $5, number 18. This is a history book from 1876 to 1912, how Europeans divided up the African continent. It's a big book, big historical book. This is $5, number 19. $5, number 19. This is a tribute to Princess Diana put out by Reader's Digest. It covers her entire life. This is $5, number 24. $5, number 24. And then I have 3 magazines. You're going to get all 3 of them. Princess Diana, a 1982 Life magazine, a Majesty magazine, and Woman's World magazine. All 3 of those, $5, number 25. $5, number 25. The 3 French hairdressing magazines from the 80s. It does show how to do haircuts in here. Plus, it's got all kinds of fun stuff. If you are a fan of the 80s, it's got a lot of fun stuff in here. You're going to get all 3 of them. $5, number 26. $5, number 26. We've got Flying Over Holland, a beautiful pictorial view of Holland. This is $5, number 27. $5, number 27. This one, Scenes of the World to Come. Great for architecture or engineering buffs, people who have those kinds of interests. And Deborah Tucker is taking the Holland book. Thank you, Deborah. This one is $5, number 28. $5, number 28. Our Glorious Century. This one is from Reader's Digest. It's a big book. It goes decade by decade, all of the wonderful things that, and maybe not so wonderful things that happened during our past century. Thank you, Bethany. I've got you for 28. This one is $8, number 31. $8, number 31. It is a huge book and tons of pictures in here, decade by decade. What is that? 500 pages in here. So that one is $8, number 31, for everything that happened in the past century. And thank you, Jane. I've got you for that one. Okay, I have got next the Freaky Canadian Coloring Book. This one is really freaky. It's got just really almost disturbing images in it. Not gonna lie. This one's called Splish Splash. Looking at her image in a thing of water. Yeah, but you can tell it's Canadian. Hockey skates. So strange. Making friends with nature. And you have a giant rabbit and a butterfly. There you go. This thing is $8, number 34. $8, number 34 for the Wacky Canadian Coloring Book. Then this one is very awesome. It's got great graphics in it. Oh, excuse me. That's going to be a bad one. All right. Whew. Oh, Denise is going to take the bizarre. Thank you, Denise. This one has a little more traditional pictures for coloring in it. Really nice graphics. This one is $8, number 35. $8, number 35. And it's got some really, really nice graphics in it. 1957, and it's never been colored in. 1957. It's hard to believe. I've got, this is going to be $12 for the postcard lot. $12 for the nine antique postcards. So $12, number 38. $12, number 38 for the 9 antique postcards. I know that was a lot of numbers. 9 postcards, $12, number 38. Okay, the Jody Bergsma Fairies. This is a beautiful book. It only has about 40 pages in it. Ooh, this one's kind of scary. Okay, scary page. There you go. But really cool illustrations in this book. I almost get the feeling that they're going to eat him. Eeks! $12, number 39. $12, number 39. And then the tarot cards. This pack with the book and the cards. This is $20, number 40. $20, number 40. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining me. Couple technical difficulties at the beginning, but worked through them, got through it. But yeah, thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Tomorrow, I will be back with Jen and Gina from Southern Siren Vintage for 2 sales on Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Eastern. So I hope to see you there for both of them. We will be celebrating Jen's birthday tomorrow. So I hope you can join for the celebration. And if you think about anything that was passed on, oh, Joe wants to come say hi. All right. There you go, Joe. Come say hi. No, right here. Right here. Don't walk past. Come here. Come here. Say hi. Come here. There we go. Right there. There you go. Good job. Good job. There's Joe. All right, buddy. I know that was good. That was so good. So yeah, so I hope we can see you tomorrow for both sales. Hey, have a great rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you in the chats. Oh, now you're going to sit? All right. Joe says bye. Bye, everybody. Oh, there we go.